Did you know that when you write your diary, it doesn't sell? Most publishers will not even receive it. Instead, you need to write a book which is going to solve a problem, which is going to be a solution to someone's problem. In this writing lab, I will be talking about the 3 things you need to understand for you to write a sellable and marketable manuscript, which is going to be accepted by your publisher, and of course, you'll be able to generate enough income from the book. There are 3 ways a lot of writers write, and this has always been their problem, right? I mean, you see people say, I wrote a book and it did not sell. The reason is just 3. Maybe one, you wrote because of passion. I love this topic. It's a good one, right? But calm down. You don't write because of passion. You don't write because of your ego. That, okay, I want people to know that I can talk about this. No. And 3, you don't write based on assumption. You just assume that people want it. What if they don't? You don't speak on behalf of your readers. You speak based on their problems. You speak based on what they need. So there are 3 things I'll be putting you through, 3 keys that can help you to scale as an author who is looking to be published, as an aspiring writer, and someone who just loves the idea of writing as a craft. All right, let's get right into it. Number 1 is you need to understand who is stuck on this book. You need to understand who you are writing for, right? So I once had an author, a client who came to me. He gave me, I think, about 150 pages manuscript, and he said that he wants to publish the book. My first question to him was that, sir, what or who exactly are you writing for? He did not have anybody. It was like, it's just generality of Christians. That is, it looks emotional, but it's not profound. It's not right. It will not sell. And from that moment, I knew that all I just need to do is render this service and then draw back. Render the service and get my full pay, because if not, it will not balance me. That's the truth, because I know it will not be able to sell. As a publisher, we understand these things. We know the books that we sell. We know the book that will not sell, and that's the truth. Yes. So I told him, why not limit it to a set of people, a specific set of people? Imagine writing a book that has to do with a lot of things. You can't write one book that covers a wide range of subjects. That's just too voluminous, and you will end up not writing for anyone. Anyone who seeks to write for everyone will end up not writing for anyone. So you need to understand, number 1, who are you writing for? To say you are writing for Christians look good, but why not be specific? Give a specific set of Christians you are writing for. Is it new Christians, new believers? Do you understand? New believers, or people, if you are writing for new believers, you can tell that, okay, your book is going to be used in maybe new believers class and all of that, for people who just gave their life to Christ. They already know what they are targeting, right? So you need to understand your audience. That is 1. Number 2, the second tip that will help you to write and your book will have a good marketability. Number 2 is that you need to identify a problem. When you get the set of people you are writing for, say for instance you are writing for teenagers, you should be sure, you should know that you will not write anything based on business for teenagers, because really they can't relate. That's the truth. Most of them cannot relate. But when you talk about career, when you talk about purpose discovery, you should know that, okay, these are things teenagers actually need. Or take, for instance, you are writing for children and you are writing something related to how to generate wealth. I mean, that's just the opposite. So you don't want to do that. So you need to understand what is the problem, and you don't get their problem by assumption. Stop that assumption. Go to teenagers. If you know you want to write a book that is that you are targeting for teenagers, then you need to first ask a few of them. You can go to about 5 of them, walk up to them. What are you facing? What's your challenge? Do you understand? So when you get those you want to write for, the second thing is understand the problem they are facing. What exactly is the problem at hand, right? Because people don't want to buy a book, they want to buy a solution. Nigerians are not readers. I heard that from one of a very profound person. He said, our society is not a reader, which is the truth. However, people still need solutions to problem. They still need solutions. And if your book is that solution, I'm telling you, you will sell. You will sell. 1, you'll be making impact, and 2, you'll be making income. two things at a time. So you need to understand that you need to find a problem you need to solve. Let every book be a solution to a specific problem. You cannot just write in vacuum. You need to target it towards something, and don't try to solve two problems. Try to solve just one problem. I mean, there is avenue for you to do book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5. Book 2 can be for another problem. Book 3 can be for another problem. Don't write on too range. Don't write for a range of too wide subjects. Don't write for too wide range. Do you understand? You don't want to do that, because your book answers solution to wealth. Your book answers solution to fasting. Your book answers. It can be so overwhelming, and you don't want to do that. Eventually, you will not be able to eat deep into what your audience wants to read, and eventually, when they see another book from you, they'll be like, I know this author is an unserious person. So you don't want to be like that. 3. The third key you need to improve your marketability on your book, in case you are looking to publish your book, the third key is that when you finish writing, what is the expected solution? When you finish writing, when you give them the solution, what is the expected outcome? What is the expected outcome? So the question is going to be this: I am writing for this set of people to solve this problem, that if by any means they lay their hands on this book, this is the outcome that is expected. Take for instance, for a teenager or a youth, right? Maybe you are writing on masturbation. You are writing for the youth. Now, can you see youth? You know, one of the problem is pornography, masturbation. Maybe let's take pornography for instance. You are writing against pornography. That is true. Then 3, what is the expected outcome? That by reading this book, you'll be delivered from pornography. You see, that is settled. Now, someone going through that space of life or that time of life, when they see your book, they appreciate it. It becomes a valuable material to them. You don't just want to release book in a vacuum and say, okay, I've released. No. Don't just be an author who just wants to write. Be an author who wants to provide solution. It is very essential, and you need to take note of that. So when you are writing your blog, your book blog, or your book synopsis, you need to understand that. Number 1 is you write a one-line statement. The statement states, I am writing for who? Dash. Who are you writing for? So that they can solve such problem. What's that problem? And the outcome. Do you understand? So if you are able to present your blog that way, maybe you want to sell on Amazon, you want to sell on Seller, you want to sell, in fact, in your church group, your church WhatsApp group, it will sell. That's just all you need to say. People in that field, that set of people you are writing for, they will appreciate your book. I remember when I wrote this book in the year 2024, I said the book was targeted towards new believers. The believers are those who just gave their life to Christ. So they want to understand how this journey looks like. So I titled it The Journey of Life. You see, if you are able to get this one-line blog, you will be able to give the right topic to your book, and it will sell. When people see it, they will not start guessing, what is it about? Right? You see, after so many research, after that time, I realized that even this book, I wouldn't have named it The Journey of Life. Yes. I would have streamlined it to something related to new believers. You understand? Something like, Now That You Are Saved. Now That You Are Saved, if I titled it Now That You Are Saved, this book would have sold more than the copies we've sold. But even with this, we are still selling very well. So what am I saying in essence is that your blog So what am I saying in essence is that your blog instructs your topic, the blog instructs the graphics, the blog instructs the interior formatting, the blog instructs the editing. I wrote for, I edited for an author. We published a book, and she was like, okay, there are some terminologies we used in the book. She does not like it. I said, your book shows vulnerability, and people in that state will understand you best when you use the language. She was like, the book cannot sell to children, that they cannot sell it in primary schools and maybe junior secondary schools. I said, yes, because that's not your audience. We need to understand these things. If you think you are writing for everybody, you will miss your targeted audience. You should write for a specific set of people. Don't write generally, right? And you see, I will tell you again, your diary will not sell. This is what you just want to write. This is how you spent your life. Your life has been like this. It will not sell. Stop it. Don't write because you just want to tell people the story of your life. Write. You can tell your story by impacting people with a particular value. That, okay, the story of my life passes a message, just one message: discipline. So if discipline is what you want to preach it from page 1 to page 10, page 1 to page 100, page 1 to page 1000. Preach it in different spaces. All right. In our next Writers Lab, I'll be talking about how you can do your book, what's it called now? Outline, right? When I said writing on discipline, someone is like, oh, it's not just discipline. No, there's a lot embedded in discipline that you can split. You can split it and make it clear. In fact, you can write the story of your life in phases, right? In part 1, part 2, part 3, maybe how you started your journey, when you get to a point, and it will still talk about the same thing, discipline, right? If you are writing any book, let me round up by telling you that don't write a book that has more than 2 subjects or 3 subjects at most. Subjects, I mean the message. Right? If you are writing on discipline, write something related to discipline, maybe focus, determination. That's all. Don't write discipline, how to generate wealth, prosperity, healing in one book. That's too much. So, all right, here we draw the curtain for today's Writers Lab. See you on the next one. I will be teaching you how to do an outline, a book outline that sells, how to draw out your outline, and it will help you to improve on your writing. It will help you to plan your writing time, and it will also help you to pitch your book even to people, your audience. It's going to be a very wonderful moment. Join me on the next one.